On the back pressure, yeah. I'm really bringing that shit. Y'all ready? I don't think y'all are. Let's go. I'm bringing that pressure. All these other little bitches be extra.
Welcome to the 6th episode of Foe to Foe. I'm your host, Hunna, and I'm here with my guest.
Your boy T. Will, yes, Sirski.
Yes, producer, engineer, etc.
You know what
Man
I'm
of
saying?
many hats.
You feel me? Many. I got my other one on the day, you feel me?
Listen, we're going to get into... we're going to get into all his hats that he wears today, okay? First, you know, we started off easy on here on Foe to Foe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when did you get into music?
Shoot. I would say I got into music when I was 1. So ever since, so I started, since
Hold
1.
on. We ain't just gonna
Look, that's what I said.
That. Like, we ain't just gonna speed past that.
That's what I said. We gonna be here, for a good minute. So I started when I was 1. I was beating on pots and pans. Like when my mom was cooking, like she'll have like stoves and sit at the bottom of the stove joint. I can cuss right now. Okay. I'm trying to get covered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
it loose.
But nah, she real life had some stuff at the bottom, pots and everything. So, you know, my curious mindset, I was just like, poured out the pots and pans, had my straws. I remember like it's yesterday, poured them up and just started playing. And then that's when
you remember in 1?
Then when I was 2, what was it? 2? That's when I got my first drum set.
Wow.
And then ever since then,
so you've really been doing this your whole life?
I've been doing this my whole life. Like music literally changed my life, bro.
I told you before this, you know, I know it all. This gonna be new to
me?
y'all, but no, I didn't know that. That's something we never talked about. So this is 100% new information to me.
I'm telling you.
Like, wait, that's unbelievable.
Since 1, and it's like a lot of people do be saying like since 1. I'd be like, yeah, bro, like I do some of my memories I can't remember. So my Dukes, she'll tell me, she'd be like, yeah, you did this at 2, you did this at 5, you did this, and then it's like. Sometimes I don't remember, but I'll see like little small flashbacks, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay, I do kind of remember that a little bit." But
it's obvious because look at you now. So it's obviously not no cap.
You feel me? Because I was like, I gotta prove it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta prove it since day 1.
So obviously, you know, you in music now because this is for you, like from birth.
From birth,
it's what it's given. And disclaimer, I meant to say this in the beginning, but T. Will is not from Richmond. He is from the 7-5. They're like, boo, boo, tomato.
But that's cool. That's cool. Because I'm still say what I gotta say.
He's on here because he puts on for the city as if he was from here, harder than some of y'all that are from here do. If you get offended, self-reevaluation needed. Hey. You know. We learn something new every day. Every day is a lesson. You know, take stuff with heat. You feel me? So
that's facts, though. That's facts.
It is what it is. So yeah, that's why he's on here, and he is one of my personal engineers, one of my favorite producers.
Big facts. You feel me?
And that's just what it is. So I want to know. They want to know. What is it like a day in the life of T. Will?
Shoot, a day in the life. I can't tell you the day in the life, but I can tell you as far as my day today. Got up at 4:00 this morning. And I know some people probably like, I got up at 3, this and that. That's cool. That's on you. But I got up at 4, cuz. You feel me?
And some people like, I went to sleep at 4. It was Saturday night.
Matter of fact, it's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Because this is on Sunday. Like,
I'm telling you, and it's funny.
They were still up about to go to sleep, and you was just waking up.
And I was just waking up.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a friend of mine's called me right at like 3:50 something because they had some like personal stuff going on. I tell people like, you can always call me and talk to me. Like, I'll be up if anything. So she had called me, and I was just like, yeah, like, and she was just explaining to me her whole situation and what had happened, and she was like, you the only person that really understood, you know what I'm saying, like, based off of what had happened when our friends had passed away. And I had told her, I said, that happened to me twice. I said, based off of the story that she told me, because she was like, they was at a party, this and that happened, and then that's when, like, that person that got shot, killed, I say, that shit crazy, because, like, I've been through that twice already. So it was just like, when she felt like she could call me, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But literally, like, that's what it is, like, my lease, that's just happening since, this morning. So since then, talking to her over the phone, having a conversation, making sure she was good. After that, I had got ready, started cleaning up, getting all my stuff situated, like, getting freshened up and coming to the, I'm here now, you feel me?
But stuff like that is regular for you.
Yeah.
If not, I feel like, like you said, you open yourself up to people. I feel like you allow people to like you said, tell them tell you their issues, and you like take that load.
Yeah, you take that load because it's like I tell people when you accept somebody into your life, you accept they flaws, you accept everything that they got going on because it's like you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So it's like being that you sitting there like trying to be friends with somebody, you got to realize that you got stuff going on too. Like even like with me and you, like our relationship, our chemistry is there because of the fact that we know each other in a sense. I don't know all of you, but still at the end of the day, we know each other.
You know enough.
And it's like we could just continuously build from there.
Exactly.
That's how that shit go. You feel me?
Exactly.
But as far as a day in the life, with me, shoot, a lot of my stuff, a lot of my work mainly happens around that time. If not 4 o'clock in the morning, shoot, I'll probably be up throughout the rest of the day. I'll probably take a 2-hour nap, get back up, get back on the grind, and just literally just continuously do that. And I'm literally having a whole lot of things, just having to just prioritize over top of just being, the engineer at the Spot Recording Studio. You know what I'm saying?
I remember one day when I went to the spot, you was like, this was like your 3rd day being up. You was like, I ain't been asleep in 3 days.
3 days.
And he was up for a 5-hour session with me. Same energy. TB and T Will, like that mean, that's when I know, like, this is your purpose and this is your passion. So for you it's like nothing, but to somebody else it's like, damn, this nigga was like really damn, like it's that deep. Like, because some of y'all feel like, some people feel like, this is what they supposed to be doing, but you got other people like you out here who grinding extra.
Every day.
So
every day.
You always competing with somebody, like whether not literally like, oh, I see myself in competition, but in reality, you're always competing with somebody. Somebody's trying to take your spot. Somebody's trying to come for your spot. So when you doing this shit, you got to go hard for it. You got to think, oh, nah, see, we've been up for 3 days. I need to be up for 4 days going hard at this shit. Like, and just go harder, go harder, go harder.
And that's how it is for real, because it's like, even just like the same with artists, I be telling artists, bro, you got to be in here consistently every single day. Like, you can't just come in here one day. I'm going to tell y'all this story real quick. I'm going to just tell this story.
Go ahead.
So I was in the studio, you know what I'm saying? I was in the studio, and it was this artist that had came in. Bro was chilling. He was cooling at first and everything, and we was having a conversation. So he was like, yeah, bro, I came here to, just get my footage real quick, and I'll probably dip. He booked about 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, so I guess he ain't recording. So I said, that's cool. So bro comes in there, has 3 different outfits. So I'm sitting here like, okay. I said, I ain't ask no questions, because when stuff like this happen in the studio, you don't ask no questions. You just do what you do, keep it pushing. So bro was literally sitting there, and he was like, yeah, bro. He said, I'll be back. I got to go to the bathroom real quick. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, that's a bet. Dude, go to the bathroom, come back with a whole nother outfit on, with one of the outfits he had on. So I'm like, okay. Videographer guy comes out and starts recording him. And, he was like, yo, play this song for me. I said, all right, play the song. They ran it through like 2 or 3 times. He was like, all right, bro, I'll be back. Went to the bathroom. Came back with another outfit on, was like, yo, bro, play this song for me. I said, all right, playing it. He did that for all his songs. He literally the reason he did that because he had 4 to 5 weeks worth of content. So it doesn't look like he's in the studio with the same outfit for like the whole entire week. He can literally take the first footage and upload it on Monday. I'm giving y'all gems.
I was about to say, this is
Monday.
Because he gave me this game.
I'm telling you, like,
he gave me the game.
So,
because I was telling him I was trying to get more active on social media, and I was like, I don't know how to get what I need to do. He was like, let me tell you the story. The story he just told, he told me, and that I have yet to do it. I ain't gonna lie. But it's a very smart story. It's only because, I'm doing a podcast now, so I've been having like overload.
Yeah, I feel
so I'm like, when I do give them what I give them, it's like, you think this was next, but is this really what's next? You gonna see. Who knows?
It's really always something.
It's
always something more.
And see, Will has engineered the whole photo tape coming up.
Yes, sir, Ski.
This month.
And that Jane about to hit. That Jane finna hit on my mama.
He's engineered the whole thing. So, and he's produced songs on there as well.
Yes, sir, Ski. Shameless
plug to me. You can find me on all streaming platforms under Hunna, Hunna. Y'all know the vibes.
Hey. You feel?
Gotta get it in. Gotta get it in. So, you already kind of, talked about being an artist in the studio and stuff, but when you go into the studio with a new artist, do you have like what's your perspective or like mindset when it's somebody new who you never worked with before, like who books you? And is it the same for each person, or do you be,
it's okay. So when somebody books, I don't know who it is that's booking, so I just always go into the situation like open-minded and open-hearted. So I just never know who's coming in, cause like the way I think of it is. People think like when they come to the studio, they just making music, but a lot of people they come in there just to release, and it's like they really be going through like a lot of like spiritual stuff, and like, I ain't no religious thing, I ain't all that, but like I'm pretty aware of what's the word I'm looking for? Is it deception? No, it's not deception. It's some word when you're aware of stuff spiritually. It starts with a D. I can't think of it.
Not divine.
I can't think of that joint.
You're like in tune, like spiritually in tune. Like it doesn't start with a D.
The spirit of discernment. That's what it is. Discernment. So it's like when you can be able to, when you see people coming in, you can see like based off of their facial expressions, like what they're going through sometimes. And you see some people, they come in there upset, like they probably, something probably happened throughout the day. So that's when at that point for me, it's not necessarily it's about the song or the session. It's about like what you got going on, what you're going through. Because if you can't get that off your chest, we can't move forward.
The release.
The release, exactly. So it's like once they come in and then we sit here talking. I had talked to a lady one day and she just, within 3 hours of our session, she just started telling me everything, just cried. Cause she was really going through some personal stuff. And if I would have had the intent of like, I'm going in here just to mix a song and just get it done with, then all of that would have been missed. And it's like, bro, it's so many stories, bro.
I got my own story because I done went to the studio with T Will, and I didn't went to the studio and I didn't like try to act like nothing was wrong, but T Will like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I'm like, well, T Will, I came in here to act like nothing was wrong, but. Blah, 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 blah. And then then I can go and have a great session, and it'll be fine.
That's exactly how it is.
Because it's no way, I was trying so hard. I'm like, Lord, I said a prayer. I'm like, Lord, please get me into this session and just erase everything that's wrong with me in my head away from my head, and it just was not giving. Time I walked through the door, you already knew the vibes, because my energy be high energy, good energy. Walking in there, and I'm like, hey, T Will, like, this bitch. What is wrong with her today?
I was like, I knew something was up because I was like, you know how people say your first impression, like, it always, like, it sticks to you.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you come in there high energy and high hopes, like, I'm going to always expect that. So it's like, you come in there with different energy.
You can just tell. Like, and we haven't worked with each other enough, but it's points for it to be like, what's something wrong. Just like you, when you come in that jump, I'd be like,
exactly.
I'd be like, what's wrong? You'd be like, nothing. I'd be like, because I don't like this. Like, stop the cap, because something is wrong.
Big cap.
You over here like, oh, nothing. And I'm just like, T Will, the man who takes everybody else's problems and don't want to tell other people his own. But
nah, really, and that's what I'm.
But I be there to listen.
Yeah, for real, you really be there to listen. That's why it's like we here now. You know what I'm saying? We look, me and Hunna going up. I don't know about y'all, but y'all got it.
That's what I've been telling them in the past episodes. Ride the wave or drown.
No, I'm telling you.
So float. Well, try to float if you don't panic. Because I always is stuck with floating. So, I'm sorry, T. Look, we over here playing all day. This is a serious interview.
We're supposed to be high.
But we're going to get into it. So, you not being from Richmond.
Yeah.
Being from the 7-5, you done worked in the 7-5 with artists, correct?
I work with a few artists.
From the 7-5.
From the 7-5.
So, being here, you live here now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah. So, living here, working with different artists here, do you feel like the work ethic or even the sound or anything, it really differs from the artists in the 7-5? Do you feel like it's a difference in the areas when it comes to musically? From your perspective now.
I think that's actually a funny question because somebody asked me that the other day. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like everybody takes from each other. Like the 7-5 is taken from the 804 and the 804 is taken from the 7-5. And in my opinion, if that's not happening, that's how it should be. Because at the end of the day, like, we right here next to each other, bro. And it's like, I know everybody has their differences and all this other stuff, but like 804 and 75, bro, that's an area code, bro. At the end of the day, like, we all human beings. Like, we all trying to make it. So it's like, why we sit here letting a area code that niggas did not make be the reason that we separating each other? You feel me? So that's why I was just like, if anything, like, I think niggas is really just kind of just taking off of each other, humbly and respectfully. But of course, everybody's like, "Oh, so and so took my style, they took this style." It's like, bro, we all just taking from each other, bro. Like,
and I feel like people do that anyways. You know, with people in the industry too. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, this song is like this song." You know, this is my song, but they, you know, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that ain't never happened, because I know some people do have writers and stuff, and I'm pretty sure writers do be coming across, you know,
that way,
yeah, exactly. It be coming across people and probably go back and be like, oh no, I like the way he said this. Let me say this, but let me try to change it up a little bit so they won't know. But then niggas already know. But
it really be like that.
I feel like it shouldn't be no competition between the two areas, like, because I done went to school with people from the 7-5. Those was my closest friends up there. Like, they was from, you know, I think one of them was from Chesapeake.
Chesapeake, okay,
yeah. The Chesapeake, other one might be from Chesapeake too, or Norfolk. One of them, I don't know. But I went to school with people from the 7-5, and they was my closest friends, and it was never no, you from here or you not from Richmond. We all was from Virginia, like,
exactly, bro.
It's what it was. Like, now, I ain't gonna lie. Personally, I feel like we are Virginia, but like the DMV is different from the 804 and the 75, period.
In fact.
Like, even the sound of music, because I remember I was up at school and we was at a party and they was saying, like, they was gonna play some DMV music. And so I'm like, they about to play some Richmond. Like, what is this? And then when they played it, I was like, and everybody was turned that was from up there, but I was sitting there like, like, I was in a party like, why did I come here? Like, I should have stayed at home.
I stayed at home the whole time.
Yeah, I should have turned up at the crib. wasted a beat face. Like, it just wasn't given. But yeah, personally, I don't be feeling like, you know, it's not that deep. Like, come on now. Niggas really can put their differences aside to work together. The same how I got you up on here. Hello, it's like a collab.
Exactly, bro.
You know?
Exactly.
And I don't look at you like, he ain't from Richmond, he can't be on here. No. He a solid individual, work hard, literally, like, probably one of the hardest workers that I know. And you know, you deserve your spot.
You feel me?
On here, in the industry, everywhere.
And it's funny because, like, what you were saying just reminded me of, like, even what F&F Chop was talking about. He was talking about, we'll sit here and we can make $1 million by ourselves, but with a team, we can end up making $2 million, like $20 million.
I seen it.
And I was just like, bruh, that's facts. Like, that's facts. Like, for real.
No, it's a fact. No, we can't do it alone. No, man. No, none of us can do it alone.
None, for real.
Like, literally, like, it's deeper. It's deep. Like, because people, you know, I feel like when they make it, they like to say, oh, I ain't had help from nobody, or I did this by myself. And the reality is, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Nah. Ain't nobody do this by themselves.
Everybody needs somebody. Like, can't nobody do it by themselves.
I'm about to say, Chance had said he was like, I'm an independent artist. He was coming up, which is facts. And everybody knows, like, at the end of the day, it was somebody. Like, whether it was your mother, your grandma, or anybody, somebody helped you, bro. Like,
exactly.
That's just how it is, so.
Yeah, you be independent, but that's like, you know, no label, but not, physically, nah.
Yeah,
it ain't it ain't independent. Somebody is supporting you if you really going hard at what you're doing. Somebody. Exactly. Whether it's your neighbor, whoever it is, it's somebody, and that's just what it is.
Even if they motivating you.
Exactly.
They help you.
Exactly. Definitely. So, being a producer, when it comes to making beats, do you have a process?
Shoot. If it sound good, it sound good. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's like, it does depend on what the artist want to at the end of the day too. So it's like, if you want some trap beats, and it's like, I got some trap beats for you that you can listen to and check out. But of course, like, you know, from there, it's like, what do we do with the music and stuff? What do we do with the instrumental? So it's like, if I'll sit here and give you a beat or do something, then it's like, how can I help you be able to get your bread back? Because, like, this is another thing too, is like, what artists is, when you pay a lump something like a whole lot of money, like $1,000 or something like that, the whole point of you paying that bread is to pay it and recuperate it back with the producer, for real, for real. So then that way you're not losing any money, nobody taking no money from you type stuff. But of course, like, you know, people don't look at it that way. And a lot of, for real, a lot of producers.
This raw, that was embarrassing. This raw here on Photophone. Press on. Shout out to my nail tech.
It's funny because you did say something about the nail too. That shit.
But look, they was about to see her like this. Like that's him. I'll be like grabbing the cup like
from the side.
That's embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Listen, it was meant to happen this way. Go ahead, too. I don't even know what you were saying. After that, wow.
That shit was better though.
Wow.
No, I was saying as far as like we're just artists like paying all that bread for like instrumentals and stuff. Like y'all are supposed to recuperate that bread back and then just go on from there. You got me.
Because I'm sitting here trying to keep a straight face because I look down, see the nail sitting right there. I'm like, well, garçon, glue. Garçon, why are you still sitting there?
Let me just hide it. Jamie.
Yeah, we just gonna put our feet right here, right quick. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Oh my gosh.
Plot twist.
Matter of fact, we're gonna just start right here.
Cup of catchy.
Oh
They gonna be like,
You talking about blue?
this is wrong. Y'all can't cut this.
Ain't no need.
They gonna be like, oh, this is wrong for real. You know what?
Bruh.
God said it wasn't meant to be.
Yo, bruh,
So-
that was too funny. Oh my gosh.
We could not have bet it on that happening. DK like, what happened?
That's what makes it funnier.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
Oh,
Fan, garçon.
I need one of the church fans.
Y'all
What's up?
are. I
Oh
need
my
a
God.
church fan for
I
sure.
gotta chop this whole segment off and just
Oh,
And put it
what
as.
it is.
Nah, we ain't gonna cut it.
Nah.
I like it. This is official. This is raw.
We all the way.
We keeping it 100 with y'all.
Whew. That was
Listen,
funny.
this was just a test of time to show you everything is not pretty and perfect in life.
Perfect, yeah. No facts.
We over here got the set all nice. I'm over here to flat iron my hair. Shout out to me. Yeah, but it's not. Cause look, hello. This is the life. A day in the life. I asked you a day in the life. See, Will, honey, the day in the life of Hunna.
You feel
This is
me?
what it's giving. I'm over here need a
It ain't
towel. That was not expected. Okay.
Now we back.
Yes, we're back. Whew, so
For now.
exactly for now. So you answered the question about, you in the process of giving the beats to the artist, but like when you going into making your beats, because I know T Will, you have so many beats. I know he has so many beats because I have a lot of his beats, like, and you have more that I have never had, and so that means you be going in your spare time and making beats. Do you do that off of emotion, or what you feeling that day, or do you go in there with something specific in mind?
No, I used to. When I started, I used to go in there with just like, okay, I'm gonna make a certain beat. I'm gonna have a certain artist in mind, like Lil Baby or Gunna or something like that. But
To make a tight beat.
yeah, to make a tight beat
Yeah.
type shit. But it was like after a while, I was like, nah, like I just go in, just make a beat, and just kind of just create my own sound. Cause like sonically, with my ears and stuff, a lot of people just like the way I mix stuff and how I make stuff and how I create stuff. So I just trust that and be like, shoot, I'm gonna just make a beat, and if I like it and it sounds good and it has enough space for you to rap on, sing on, or anything like that, shoot, that's what I'm gonna send it to. Because a lot of times that's why I say I be making beats. Even what was the song we had did, and it was like I had an instrumental for you, and you was like, oh, that thing was perfect when I sent it to you. When we had your performance.
On point.
On point.
On point. Another shameless plug. On You Welcome. All streaming platforms out now.
Yep, go get that. Go get that.
Produced by T. Will.
A. Sappington.
And the story for that is I actually wrote this song to another beat. And I went to go record it. The beat was gone. We found it on YouTube. I recorded it on the beat. Gave the song to T. Will. He took the beat off and just made a beat around my words. And that's how we got On Point.
Big fat shout out to AWOL, you know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people like that song, especially in my family. At the release party, if y'all would have seen it, they was turned up.
Lit as a mug, boy. The food was busting on my mom.
Yes, you know, wherever Hunna is, gotta be good food.
Got to be,
if
got to
be. Food, I can't be there.
It got to be. Oof.
When I say hospitality, we love it.
Oh, A1. Hey, bro.
Listen, definitely. So, man of many hats.
Ooh.
You also play instruments.
Yes, Lord knows. I don't even know.
How many instruments do you know how to play?
I'm going to just round it out and say over 50.
Really?
Yeah, over 50. Matter of fact, yeah, because just drums and percussion by themselves is over 50.
What was the first instrument you learned how to play?
Drums. Playing on pots and pans with the straws.
Okay.
And then from there, what did I move to? From there, I moved to piano. Then I moved to bass guitar. And then I got off drums, but then I got back on when I was 11. Then I started playing keys around 13, 12. Then I started to pick up bass. I was doing the lead guitar for a little bit, but then I was like, I'll probably learn this a little bit later.
How would you get it, like, in touch with all these instruments? What situations would you be put in? Because you over here like, well, I'm like, Chad, some of these I probably ain't never seen in person.
Look, I'm telling you, like, it was just practicing, like, constantly. I was back in college, I was learning music that didn't have, like, no key center. Like, it had no key. Really? So it was just, it could really be any notes. So, and that thing was, like, 10 pages long.
Wow.
And it had to be memorized.
So your major was in music?
Okay. In college. So it was like, that was all I was really doing. So on top of that, like, it was just, I already had that dedication instilled in me before I went to school. So once I got to school, it just, like, enhanced it even more. So it was just like, I don't know. It was just in me. Like, I was just blessed with it, for real. I can't lie to you.
Did you play in a band or anything while you was in college?
All my years of school. Even
grade school.
Yeah, even even grade school, elementary, kindergarten. I still remember my music teacher. Like, I still remember my music teacher. Everything, like, all of that shit, bro.
I love it because I thought I knew everything, but I don't know everything. Certain conversations we never had, I guess, about his life and early childhood.
I don't really be talking about that, Jay. I'm not gonna.
Like I said, he want to hear everybody else's problems, but he be, nothing's going on.
I'm telling you, it's like all of these different, like, gifts, like, I don't know, just this gift I have is just, I have a lot of, like, things just to do with it. So it's just like, that's what keeps it going consistently, because it's just the same thing for the most part every day. But it's always something, it's always a different resolution that comes out of it. So that's why I always just be like, I'm going to just keep doing this every day. And it's like, it's just, you just never know what to expect. It's like, you got to expect the unexpected every day doing this. So I love it for real.
When you always knew you loved this shit? Like, you always knew this was your passion?
I always knew it since
is what you were supposed to be doing.
Since the day it saved my life.
What day was that?
Shoot, when I was in school, dang, this is kind of personal, but I don't care.
Okay, well, I was about to say, with my
I'll say it. No, because if I don't say it now, I ain't gonna never say it type stuff. Okay. So, like, when I was in school and stuff, I was going through, like, a lot of trauma. I was about to be locked up in school because they was accusing me for hazing. Because, like, I pledged. So, like, I had pledged for basic and stuff.
I know that.
So, that's why. See, you know what I'm saying?
I know something.
So, it was like, I had pledged that, and it was like a hazing altercation that happened in college. And the first person they accused was me because I was Greek. So, then it's crazy because it was like, and I never did anything. Like, I told them, I said, bro, I never did anything. And they had, we got this based off evidence. I'm like, bro, I never did it. Yeah. But it was crazy how they was still trying to take me down, even though it's like, I never did it. Yeah. So being like all of that stuff, like all that different stuff started happening in school, I was like, yo, like, I don't know what to expect, you know what I'm saying? to come later on type shit, and just in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I just knew that whatever was coming, this shit was preparing me for whatever was to come.
Yeah.
Based off of all of this other stuff, like about to get locked up. They was shooting on campus, like bodies, hazing, freaking like not hazing on campus. I went.
If I may ask.
I don't know.
Look, is that a...
Look, do the research, do the research.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say the school. But it won't no hazing on the campus type stuff. I'm gonna just say that disclaimer, we is not hazing on campus or nothing like that. Like, that was never going on.
I'm sorry, I just had to ask because that probably was an inappropriate question, but...
Nah, see, nah.
You know me. I'm gonna ask it if it's on my mind.
Man, I'm gonna definitely answer that, John. I ain't holding nothing back.
So, I want to know this. This was never... this was never on my list of questions, but I do want to know.
Oh, shoot, this is going to be interesting. Okay.
What is it like working with me?
Working with
studio? You? Yes, I want to know. Because everybody's perspectives be different. I want to know.
I got to get comfortable for this one. How it is when Hunna in the studio. I'm not going to lie to you. It's crazy because when we first started, I was just like, the first thing I caught on to was your cadence. And just how you was rapping, I was like, bro, I'm fucking with that shit like hard. Just the way you was just rapping that shit. I was like, ain't nobody rapping like this, no bad. I'm not going front, bro. Like, the way she be rapping is just different. And then...
Full tape, rapping April.
You feel me? And I was like, she got it. I just need to push her in some other way. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, shoot. Once you started doing the sessions that,
The weekly sessions, basically.
Yeah, started doing the weekly sessions, like, that's when you really started getting, like, crazy. That's when I was like, yo, like, you're reaching your potential, but you're not there yet.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was just like, we got to continuously keep pushing you there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, bro, Hunna, hey, all I know is her sessions be lit, bro. And Hunna just you really an easy person to be working with. Like, it's not hard. Like, you can really be chilling, sitting back, and like, you'll really have a whole conversation with me. Yeah. And it'll be at the perfect times where I'm really be going through like some shit.
Listen, because that's what I'm here for. God placed me on this earth for a reason. He gonna use me. I be praying, that God use me in other people's lives, even people who don't believe in him. Like, I'm not trying to be one of those people who be like, oh no, you need to believe in God. But I mean, even the situation in the studio, like, we was in the studio, and I was my Super Gremlin. This should be out by the time the interview drop. My Super Gremlin, whatever, freestyle, out now, hopefully. If not, tap in and stay tuned.
Dropping soon.
It's dropping soon for sure. We shot it last Sunday. But the song, and I was like, I was going to go in and I was re-record the whole thing. And I was like, well, no, go to something else because I don't know. And I was like, I'm going to just pray and God going to let me know what I need to do. Mm-hmm. I literally did not get up out the room. He tried to pull up my other song. And then, like, something happened with the system where, like, it shut down.
It's just like never happened.
The whole system just shut down. And he was like, it's so good you didn't just go in there and re-record that whole thing because I think I was in the booth and I came out. And he was like, it's so good you didn't record that whole thing because if you did, it wouldn't have saved. Like, and I said, well, that's my answer right there. Leave it just like that. And it was somebody else in the studio, too. A dude, he was his first time being there. One of y'all interns, I think, maybe. Maybe probably one of y'all interns or something, or somebody that worked there. But anyways, he when it happened, he looked like, wow. Like I said I'm gonna go pray right quick and he gonna let me know after I go record this song and stuff. But it was like, wow, like she didn't even get up out the seat, and it was like answer, boom, like lightning strike. He probably was like, oh my gosh. But even stuff like that, like using me in that way, just to show people, like when I talk about God, it's not no cap. Like he really be moving and working in my life. That's why I'm so adamant. When it comes to speaking on and stuff like that. So
it really be real. It really be real.
That's how I feel. So. Any advice to you, from you to any artists or producers who are who are coming up in the city, or, people who are looking to be producers or engineers or an artist coming into the industry? Do you have any advice for them? Because people has been in many rooms.
True. I definitely have. I still got some more rooms to go to.
I know that's right.
Shoot, I'd be like this. the work that you put in, don't expect nothing to come out of it. We're gonna start there. I can only speak on myself.
Mm-hmm.
All these years, I've been doing this for years, and I'm not sitting here trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I literally been doing this for years and only been getting it's been times I gotten small compensation. I've been putting in, but yet hours of work. But it's like when you start doing stuff like that and then expecting something to come out of it, and then when things don't go your way, you're gonna be mad. But it's like, why are you getting mad about something that you put on yourself to expect from something that you don't even know what the outcome is gonna, from it? Yeah. So it's like, don't expect nothing out of it. Even if you connecting or working with somebody, you can't expect nothing from it because you're gonna be hurt when things don't go your way. So stick to that. The next thing is, bro, you gotta be willing to say no. Like when you go into rooms, it's so crazy. I done turned down a lot of like deals and stuff like that, like big deals and stuff, to where people was offering me like a couple thousands and stuff like that, which was cool, and I'm fine with that. But the money is not worth, like, your piece is not worth a lot of stuff that you're gonna be dealing with in the future. And you never know, just because somebody throws some money in your face don't mean that you should take that opportunity.
Selling yourself for the bag. Exactly.
Yeah. Like, don't sell yourself for no bag, because like you're not worth, you know what I'm saying, that type of thing. So I say and then be yourself. Be yourself. Please just be yourself. Don't be nobody else, bruh. Be your own self. Don't be nobody else.
Yeah.
That's my advice. That's
the advice I love to hear everybody give, telling people to be themselves, because literally you're not going to make it if you're trying to be somebody else. Like, the universe is just not going to work in your favor. And
it's crazy because even if it does happen for you, the longevity, because now you got to be somebody that you're not for the rest of your life. If you cool with that, by all means, keep doing what you're doing, if that's what you're doing. But
the fake is gonna show you can only put on the facade for so long.
Exactly.
Before the real you comes out.
They would be like, where did it come from? Where did the dude come from? Now all of a sudden he eating steak and lobsters. Exactly. He was just eating chicken nuggets and French fries yesterday.
Exactly.
They'd be like, this nigga just switched up.
Do you have? No, that's a cap.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I mean, that's no cap. That's not a cap. That's no cap. Do you have anything coming up that you want to tell the people about, producer grind, any of that?
Ooh.
Y'all kids on there.
Shoot, I know I got my Medigram kit that's dropping, the third one. Shoot, that's dropping. Ain't no telling. Just you got to stay tuned into my Instagram, which is T_WILLMUSIQ. You feel me?
It's gonna be tagged.
Hey, look, you feel me in the description, baby?
Yeah.
But nah, besides that, shoot, I got kids. I know the spot got some stuff coming up too, so if y'all want to stay tuned with that, definitely tune in with that. Man, shoot, I got these young producers. Oh, I'm about to say
Discord.
The Discord. Yeah, if you're a young producer, you know what I'm saying, let me know, hit me up. Oh, for real?
They can DM you on Instagram, or you can DM me and I can get you in contact with him.
Facts.
To get on the Discord if you're a young producer coming up or anything,
But if anything,
they got the whole plug for all of that, so just DM.
Just let me, If anything, just probably not on Instagram or something like that.
But I mean, you can hit me. I'll let you know. Just be like, hey, I seen your interview with T. Will.
Yo, you sitting there, don't be like, wow, really?
I'm hitting you up to be in the Discord, see your interview. Simple message like, all right, here you go. I'll send you his information.
Nah, facts.
It's cool.
That's facts.
But thank you so much, T. Will, for being here with us today. We done had catastrophes happen. Hunna got hit in the face. Look, speaking in third person, I done got hit in the face. Like
with a nail.
With nail glue. The nail over here somewhere. This is raw. Y'all seen it here first.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I'm Hunna, T. Will, and we out this bitch.
You feel me? Out of here.
Yes, T. Will.